Okay, this is my 1989 Telstar. It's made by Champion. I looked around a lot at many different motorhomes and I finally found this one. It was licensed in Oregon. We're in Seattle. We took the train down and picked it up near Salem and brought it home, and it drives very, very nicely. It's got a Ford 460. It has the gear vendor's overdrive, which is very nice. That helps with the mileage, although I've been very careful about checking the mileage on this rig. I've put about 2,000 miles on it. It gets almost always about 8.5 miles per gallon. I haven't seen it get less than that, and we've been up to 11.2 from the Oregon coast down into California, but in general it's about an 8.5 mpg. This one is in very good condition. If you look on the roof, it's extremely clean. The guy that I bought it from said that it had been undercover its entire life. I have no reason to doubt it. It's in excellent condition. There are new tires on it, and I love the layout. There's a lot of different Telstars that were made, and and I've seen a lot of them for sale on Craigslist, and I've never seen quite this same layout, and I think it's a really good layout, and I just love the overall look. I have seen so many different motorhomes, and I think this one is really the nicest choice I could have made. Back here is a closet, so this is completely separate from the rest of the motorhome. This is just a carpet that I had put in there. I was about to cut that up, but it's a very nice closet. If you flip the light on here at nighttime, that lights up the whole closet. You could be at night and it lights up like a room. This is pretty deep. That's a mat that we have, some chairs that we take around with us. There's some shelves up there with lips on the shelves. There's another shelf and another shelf, and then I've got tools and some camping supplies down there. So take you inside the cabin and you can take a look inside this beauty. I'll walk around and you can see the other side of it. It has good windows. So many motorhomes these days are these straight up and down rolling bedrooms with very few windows, and so I guess I'll give you the full tour. There's the dump hose and the dump assembly there. Gas tank, not too big. I wish the gas tank was bigger. It seems like I'm constantly getting gas and filling up. There's the propane. Here is the power. This is just general storage in there, and that is the generator. And the generator only had about 100 hours on it, and it works flawlessly. Love the generator. It's not too loud, and it's excellent. The fog lights did not work when I first got it, but I fixed that. The bulbs were burned out, and it's a little bit unusual to get in there and repair the wires. But I have cleaned up the engine really nicely as well. But I probably won't flip the hood. This awning goes the distance of the entire rig, and it's in excellent condition. So we really like the awning. Here you've got the outdoor light, which is nice and bright. That's fun. Right here is the refrigerator, which works on propane or electric. It's got an auto switch as well, and that is for the hot water, and that is the water fill. Okay, going inside. There's a chair here. I guess people call that a barrel chair. Some nice steps. The carpet's in good condition. I like the color. There is a barrel chair, very comfortable. My daughter rides in that. There's a window behind it. The blinds are very nice. You've got a light there, so you really feel special riding in that chair. These blinds also come down. There's the front seat, and the driver's seat. Inside this is the Champion Motor Coach Telstar Ultra Star Trans Van. I have seen a Trans Van on the highway down the Oregon coast. It was pretty nice. This is the original invoice and paperwork, and it shows all the options. And I'm pretty happy with that to get that information. It shows the initial list price. I think it was about $42,000 out of the factory. It went down to Arizona, and then it was eventually sold. Not until 1991 or 92 is when it was actually sold. This sofa has kind of a a dated table system. There's a suitcase we put in there. Those two legs come out, and then there's the table itself, and then there's holes right here. We actually have there's little sticks or blocks that go in the hole, but they're not in there now. So you can build a table there, and I'll turn this light on. There's a light. There's a light. There's a light. It lights up very well. And so as you're going down the highway, there's 3 seat belts. So you can have 3 people all belted up there, and then when you want to have something to eat, you can pull the table out. I just brought that grass in there. I had this all vacuumed out, but I just cut my grass and I brought in some stuff. And this turns into a bed. You fold these legs down, fold these legs out. A lot of the Champion Telstars that I've seen don't have this sofa, which comes out. A lot of times they have a dinette, which I think this is a little bit more superior for driving down the road. It's more desirable. And then at sleeping, I have my son and my daughter on this bed, and then we pull out, this is bigger than it may look on video, this little strip right here, and you can go under it a little bit. We have these Thermarest blow-up mattresses that are really nice. We have the Thermarest from REI, and we put those down, and he sleeps on the floor with a Thermarest and a sleeping bag with a pillow, and he's happy as can be. He's 16 years old, and he fits down there just right. So I've got 3 kids up here. I'll put this away. Nicely appointed. It just feels very good. The windows, the blinds come down. The blinds are up now, but they come down there. They look really nice. And then you've got this arched ceiling. It's a nice fabric, and it's a real nice look. The kitchen is here. It's an excellent kitchen. We have cooked extensively in this kitchen, and have really enjoyed it. I fixed the light there. For some reason, this shade was inside the oven. I don't know if it had been there the whole time. There's the fan. That fan blows straight out, and it blows really strong. If you're cooking here and you turn on that fan and you walk outside the motorhome, you can really feel and smell the air coming right off of the range. So that's nice. And there's the controls. And then let me turn on another light here so I can get some more light. And I'll walk through at the end when I'm done. That is a convection oven, and it works excellent. It's also a microwave. We don't usually cook with a microwave. I didn't really get into microwave cooking at all, but it's a convection oven, and it's really easy. We figured it out just by pushing some buttons, and you can set the temperature. And we cooked or we reheated some steaks, or I can't remember what we cooked in it, but we cooked quite a bit of stuff in there, and it was really nice. And then under here you've got some storage, and got some paper towels in there. And then under here, a little bit of storage. Is pretty meager. There's a garbage can, a Tillamook Country ice cream bucket that we bought for 50 cents at an ice cream shop. Works great for a garbage can. And then we have the cabinets, 1, 2, 3, and then that is the control board there. Here is the furnace, and I've tinkered with that and cleaned it up a little bit. It was a little bit out of whack, but anyway, the furnace blows very well. One thing about it is you need to have a strong current. You can't have every single thing turned on and then the furnace won't kick on. So I think it needs a high spark to turn on. If you want to turn on your furnace, if it's not turning on, you turn everything off, and then you'll turn on most likely. These blow really well. One of them sucks in and one of them blows out. That is also the air conditioner. The air conditioner unit and everything is under this bed, and I've had a really nice time servicing this. If you just lift this up, and you lift this up, you can see your water tanks, your hot water tanks, your air conditioning unit, and everything is under that bed, and it's really easily accessible. And there is the fridge. And the freezer. Sorry, the fridge is on the bottom, and the freezer. That's also an area where I think the air conditioning also blows there. The furnace and the air conditioner both blow out of the same place. Here you can turn on your pump or turn off the pump. You can test. That'll tell you my water is medium, and the gray in the holding is empty. I just emptied it. You can test the electric. There it is, and the propane. Tell you how much propane, and we're pretty well full on the propane. The bed is great. I sleep on that with my wife. It is a very comfortable bed. I have no problem at all. I don't want a bigger bed or a different bed. It's just fine for camping. We don't need those giant beds that the Class A's have. I'm really happy with this. It's 27 feet long, I forgot to mention. So here are the controls. You've got a light here. You've got reading lights on both sides, and then you've got this light right here. I'll turn it off, and then I'm back on. This is kind of an elegant light. It comes on at night. We use that. It's very nicely appointed. I'll turn off these lights. Turn off this light. Somebody had put a paper towel there. Speaker there. It's got a nice sound system as well, even though it's a cassette deck and the radio, but the sound is nice. This closes off, so the back area can have some privacy, and it looks nice. I don't know how it looks on the film, but it's a nice thing. Also, it doesn't close properly. It comes back here. I think something broke off on the closing mechanism. This is a something I wasn't expecting, but there is a light here, a mirror with a cabinet, and a very nice sink, and that is outside of the bathroom. And when the kids are brushing their teeth or coming in to wash their hands, it's quite nice just to come up and use that sink. There's also a plug there, 2 plugs, so you can plug things in to recharge them or whatever you want to do. And here's the bathroom. I've used this, and it's a nice bathroom. So there's a light up here. This bar moves out of the way. Not quite sure why it's there. I mean, it's there, I think, to hang clothes on. And then you've got the shower stall, and then you have a real nice plastic curtain. I don't have a problem with that at all. And then here's a very effective fan that exits out. There's a light right there, so it's a very well lit up toilet. This toilet is also porcelain, with a porcelain head, as the guy told me when I bought it, so it's a real nice toilet. And that's about it. That's all I can tell you, I think, about this Telstar. It's getting dark outside, so there's not a whole lot of light. But again, there is the bed, the bathroom, the sink, the convection microwave with the propane top, the double sink. So you can't tell there's a cutting board there. That cutting board probably came with it. But that's a double sink. The water gets hot really nicely, quickly. You got the fridge, a really nice closet. There is actually a hidden feature inside that closet. There are also these lights here. If you turn that on, that lights up lower lights all around the unit. I'll turn those off. And then you've got this light. If you turn that on, that lights up top lights. I guess there's a few things left that I haven't shown you, and that is this upper level thing. You've got the generator. I guess I can start it. There it goes. Nice generator. You got some storage. There's curtains there that close this area off using these snaps. This is a nice area. We're not terribly, into TV a lot, but you could easily put a television there. There's plug-ins up there as well. So, another view of this motorhome that I'm crazy about. I love it. Thanks a lot for watching the video, and leave a comment if you'd like.